Stupid.
Catch any oarfish.
No, dude, I'm just running around this dumb island and just catching little dumb horse mackerel. The seas are just really bare tonight. They just did not. They look empty, man. All the fishies are asleep.
Or you've hunted them to extinctions, one of the two.
Or I've heavily overfished
Okay.
this season. Need to put a cap on it because that is.
Chat, show of hands, when you were a child in whatever your first Pokemon game was, there were genuinely times where, like, I would try to catch, like, a Pidgey in the early route or something, and then I would see one and it would get away, and then I would see, like, Severatat, and I'd be like, did I kill all the Pidgey?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude, that's me right now. These damn oarfish. I'm like, holy shit, the seas are just really empty tonight.
Or I would make it a goal. I would see, like, too many Caterpie in the forest. I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking kill every Caterpie in here.
All right, can I admit, since we're talking about childhood Pokemon conceptions, can I admit to something?
Mm-hmm.
I was a sexist when it came to Pokemon.
No, you told me this before. Yeah, go ahead.
Did I?
Yeah,
Wow,
no, I've heard
I'm
this.
surprised I shared this story. So when I was a kid, I was under the very heavy assumption that Pokemon worked this way with gender.
My editor's
boy-
putting this video up as thought I was a sexist, by the way. I'm gonna have you know.
The
Anyway,
boy
keep going.
Pokemon would hit harder and the girl Pokemon were faster. And the only reason I thought this was because in my elementary school, the boys would hit harder and all the girls would win the races. So I
Okay.
just assumed that carried over to Pokemon.
You were almost right, because in Gen 2 and I think Gen 3, males were more offensive and females were more defensive. It wasn't speed, it was defense. But that actually existed.
I was convinced that that's how it would work. So I would want my starter to be a male, and then I would want, like, you know, if I caught like a Pidgey or a Rattata, I'd be like, nah, it has to be a girl so they're speedy. I was under the complete assumption that I was like really
the first time you told me this
mind-gaming.
story, I'm pretty sure you told me you were just a full-on sexist and you only had boys on your team. Either that or it was Lotus.
True.
I might be thinking of Lotus. Lotus, did you only have like boy Pokemon on your team?
I mean, maybe there was a time when I only wanted to hit hard. That's true.
I can tell you I was dumb as a sack of rocks. So like I could barely read. I really couldn't read when I got my first Pokemon game, and I could barely read when Gen 2 came out. So there was a point in time, and I guess this didn't really have anything to do with reading, but chat, you guys know in Gen 2 when you get to the lighthouse? The first time I got to the lighthouse, you get up to Jasmine, and she's like, hey, go get the medicine from Cinnabar. You have to learn Surf or whatever. And then you're expected to walk into the holes and fall down. I thought the holes were the wall. And like I just assumed I couldn't walk into that because that was just a piece of the wall sticking out because they're all black. And I was like, I guess I'm stuck in here forever. And I think I put the game down, and the next time I came back, I just started a new save file. But like I legitimately gave up on Gen 2 at that point because I was like, I guess I'm just locked in this room.
That's how. I mean, even when I had the ability to read, I would just be a fucking dumbass and miss it. But anytime in a Pokemon game where they were just like, oh, thank you, you should go do this in this city, I would just completely skip my mind, and I would be like, damn, I guess I'm gonna wander around for the next fucking 48 hours in
Especially because
because
the Pokemon instructions are the most basic instructions that they could ever give you. Like, we would have never survived a Final Fantasy game at that age.
No, which is exactly why I've always hated RPGs.
It was though with like Mario 64, surprisingly, not even just a reading thing, but there were just certain things in Mario 64 that I just didn't do when I was really, really young. And when I got older, I was like, I just would stop when I would get to this point because I'd be like, well, I don't know what to do, so I guess I'm just gonna switch games and not touch this anymore.
Yeah.
When I was so young, but like, yeah, there was I don't know why I just never completed that game until I was a little bit older.
I think the one time I tried showing technology to my dad, when you would save a game in Gen 1 Pokemon, which I was familiar with, it'd say saving, don't turn off the power. You save the game, and then you turn it off, right? And that's every time, no matter what. That's what it says. When you get into Gen 2, if you have saved data already, so if I've saved my game one time, an hour or two later, whenever I go to save my game the second time, it says, warning, you have to overwrite the old save data, something along those lines. Do you want to do that? And I was like, well, I don't want to lose my save data. That sounds weird. And I showed it to my dad, and my dad's like, I don't know. And like, I just had to fucking go with it. But remember, neither of us having any fucking clue what that meant. I couldn't read English at 5, so I never went to the Pokemon to pick up Oak's parcel. So I grinded Pidgey for over 30 hours. I feel like the first time I definitely walked up, got Oak's parcel, and then the game won't let you go anywhere else. It's like, I don't know what to do. I guess I'll go back to the lab again, shout out to M&M, and then fucking... I talked to Oak again. And then eventually just let you rock, but... I feel like I probably did something similar. That was... With Mario, my thing with Mario, it wasn't 64, it was Sunshine. But in Super Mario Sunshine, you can't beat the game unless you've beaten the 7th episode of every level. And they never tell you that. But there was a level, I couldn't figure out how to get into Noki Bay. I never knew you had to look up at the sun, because I tried it once and I got close, but I didn't get into it. And then a kid on the bus ended up having to tell me how to do that part. And I was like, oh, there's a whole level I've never been in.
Yeah, that was actually the most clutch shit, is when you would just ask other kids what the fuck you were supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. Pretty sure I had a level 99 Pikachu and a couple other level 30-ish Pokemon when I took on the Elite Four. That's the classic. Everybody, before they put the EXP share to where it worked for everybody, the way that you raised the Pokemon back in my day when you were too dumb to realize how to raise a Pokemon team, your starter was like 20 levels above, 25 levels above all your other Pokemon. And then you had a secondary Pokemon that maybe didn't suck total shit. And then every other Pokemon on your team was ass. You just caught them to catch them, and they were fucking ass until you caught like the legendaries.
Caught them because they look cool after that.
Yeah. But you'd be too dumb to know what was going on. So you'd throw out one of the siders and be like, you can do stuff, go. And then they'd like faint in their first or second battle and be like, oh, that Pokemon's ass. My starter could wipe this whole team. And then your starter would go out and wipe the whole team. Okay. Guess I'm just using this guy.
I'm still pissed I deleted my original Emerald file. I actually had like, my end game for that game was just, I would fly back and forth between the reporter double battle team, which might not have been optimal, but I assumed like if I could battle with 2 Pokemon, they get 2, like both of them can get experience.
Mm.
So I raised up my Beldum and an Aeron at the same time. And I had a genuine level 100 Swampert. I was just like, man, this is so cool. But then eventually it was a big decision as a kid too. I remember I was talking to my little brother like right before I reset my game. I was like, yeah, I love my team and everything, but I just missed the spirit of adventure. I just missed the drive. And so I reset it, and I fucking regret it to this day, dude.
I can one-shot everything now.
Yeah, I was like, there's nothing for me to do. I've beaten the best. I am the best. My Torkoal literally.
He's remembering.
Yeah, I had a Torkoal that won. This is why Torkoal became one of my favorite Pokemon. I just caught a Torkoal, and I was like, well, you're kind of useless. I entered it into one of the Pokemon contests, and the people loved her. And I was like, whoa.
Oh my God.
I did all of the contests up to like, I can't remember, maybe someone in chat does, the highest difficulty, and she won it. And I was like, that's fucking crazy. You're a beautiful little Torkoal.
The contests were so fun. I played the shit out of contests in Ruby.
I love the when people
so
talk
fun.
shit about the contest, I'm like, bro, you must have, I'm gonna say it, your Pokemon must have been built ugly, because my Torkoal was beautiful.
Emerald did this weird thing. So ever since I've been old enough to use emulators, I always play Emerald. Emerald did this weird thing where like the contest buildings are replaced with like some weird battle buildings, and then there's one contest building that has everything in a certain town. But I had Ruby growing up, and I played the fuck out of contests when I was like playing Ruby growing up.
Contests were so cool.
I would
add those back.
Yeah.
Little coffins.
I had a couple Pokemon specifically for. Yeah, and then you'd play the berry grinder game where you and like 4 other CPUs.
That shit was sick. They got to add in contests back. That was actually like a fun little strategic mini game too, with some RNG bullshit. But Torkoal still won it all. Got it to Torkoal.
I got stuck in the poison gym for Fire Red in 2 weeks. Oh, Koga, because you couldn't. Or yeah, Koga. It would have been because you couldn't.
Is that the invisible wall one?
Yeah, that's the invisible wall one.
2 weeks. Maybe I just take that shit for granted. I still play Fire Red and Emerald like multiple times a year.
Especially now on emulators with a fast forward button, like.
Yeah, me and friends do Soul Links on those, so.
I told Omega this one time, and I don't think the emulator exists yet. where you can link up with 2 other people and trade on the fly without like sinking or expecting crashes. But I had an idea for my own version of a Nuzlocke, but it was 3-way, right? And basically when one person's Pokemon faints, instead of just it goes in the box and gets deleted, it's a Nuzlocke / Egg Lock. You know what an Egg Lock is, right?
I think so.
So an Egg Lock is usually when you either randomly generate or you have your subscribers randomly send you a bunch of eggs. And then instead of getting a new Pokemon per route, you pull out an egg, right?
Yeah.
So the way this would work is it's Nuzlocke rules, but if you hypothetically, like let's say it's me, you, and Cinna. If you have a Pokemon faint, instead of it going into the box, it goes up for grabs to either me or Cinna. And if I want it, I can say I want it. And if Cinna wants it, she can say she wants it. And if we both want it, we battle for it, right?
Mm.
And the winner gets that Pokemon. And the loser would get an egg, would get a random egg. Or if the Pokemon that died is dog shit, we can say I don't want it. So like if Cinna wanted it and I didn't, I would just get the egg. She would get the Pokemon. Or if we both didn't want it, we would battle for the egg. Like whatever the random egg is. And then the loser would get your dumpster Pokemon. But I don't think the emulation exists to be able to pull that off yet. But that was my concept for a 3-way like Nuzlocke Egg Lock thing.
Yeah, it would be cool to just have that kind of technology because it would be nice to like battle and trade and shit like that.
Like hypothetically, we could do it with Brilliant Diamond, but it's just I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's kind
I feel like I'd rather do a randomizer.
Yeah, the randomizing.
We could do it with Brilliant Diamond. We would just need subs to send us a fuck ton of eggs. Would be the kicker.
Yeah. I just missed this fish.
But did you get it?
I'm really not having. No, I'm having a horrible fishing night. Man. Just not good. I should have gone to sleep when I had the chance, but instead I wanted to fish, and I said, "Let me get up."
If you get an egg, how would you lose the Nuzlocke? So theoretically, you couldn't lose the Nuzlocke. I think that would be the fun in it. Is even if you black out, then your Pokemon go everywhere else, and you just pull out new eggs and go from there. I think that would be the fun part because you can't do a 3-way if somebody blacks out during it.
All these small fish everywhere. Ugh.
Are you even getting sea bass anymore?
Dude, I've gotten like so. Okay, mostly I've been getting sea bass and dabs, regular dabs, not even olive flounder. But then every time I think I see a big one or the sea bass will give a little bit longer of a pull, I get excited because I think it's an oarfish, and then they just psych me out.
Then I just saw your text. I'm sorry.
Oh. What did I text you? I don't remember.
You said I'm probably gonna eat and go to sleep.
Oh,
But thanks
yeah,
for the invite.
Okay, it's okay.
I hadn't seen that. Then I just started bullying you into getting on VC again.
It's okay. I typed that before I started playing Animal Crossing, and then I should have known that dream was dead and out the door. So.
Is your Animal Crossing date accurate? Or is your Switch date accurate?
Yes, yeah, I'm on the right day.
Chat, I need a Zoomer count. What was your first Pokemon game ever? Actually, the two of you also. Were you guys like OG boomers?
No, I think my first one I ever got was Pearl. I think
Pearl.
we might have had some before that, but the one I vividly remember playing was Pearl. I think, well, wait a minute. I guess that doesn't make any sense because I played Pokemon Stadium. On
Pokemon
Nintendo
Stadium
64.
1's Gen 1, yeah.
Yeah, I played Pokemon Stadium, which was like a big game for me, so... I guess Pokemon Diamond and Pearl was like my first, I don't know, walk around Pokemon game. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Dada?
Yeah, the first one I would say, like Cinna said, I actually owned for myself was Emerald. But my first Pokemon game I ever got to actually play was Silver.
Okay.
And then he was the person that gave me that was very clear to not save my game. He was like, "Do not save your shit. That is not real." I was like, "Okay, gotcha."
You just leave it on?
He just gave you a taste of it.
No, he just He was like, he had his own fucking shit, but I was not allowed to save. Because I don't know. I don't know why he was so severe about that, but I was not allowed to save.
My friend, my buddy's dad, his job involved him like sailing on a boat to other countries, and he got him a game cartridge that had like 8 games in it in Japan, and one of them was Pokemon Green. So I got to see original Pokemon Green when I was really young, which is crazy. And then he also got him a Japanese Silver cartridge. And when my buddy went to go trade, because he had the link cable and 2 Game Boys, or he borrowed mine or something, but he had the link cable. When he went to go trade between one Pokemon Silver and the other, it literally told him, we don't understand the language, can't do it. But it would not let you, like, you couldn't region trade back then, I guess.
Did you guys ever get Pokerus?
Toggy, stay with the 14 months.
When did that?
Okay. So, when I was a kid, I think I legitimately found one shiny Graveler. And then I got Pokerus when I hadn't been doing YouTube very long, and I was doing like a silver or crystal. I think I was doing a crystal playthrough. But I legitimately got Pokerus from a Yanma just outside of the bug catching contest zone. But Pokerus is apparently like 5 times more unlikely than a shiny or some shit. Like it's ungodly odds.
So like, when did they? Because there was, I don't know. I don't know why they call it Pokerus.
Chat, did I get Pokerus in my Diamond playthrough? My Brilliant Diamond playthrough?
90% sure. I remember my friend giving me something.
Or a recent one?
He traded it to me. And I was like, oh, what the fuck did you... I was like, what did you just do to my Pokemon? Why are they, like, diseased?
The Nurse Joy literally tells you they're sick. Like, it's scary if you don't know what's happening.
It was really scary. I was like, I'm going to have to, like, separate it. I was like, this is awful. Like, it Sid, I don't know if you know how it works, but it, like, actually spreads throughout your party. Like a sickness.
What?
It spreads from one Pokemon to another in your party. It
What
was
the
really
hell?
fucking scary.
Yeah,
but
I've never seen that before.
But it's actually, I don't remember what it did, but it was beneficial. But it was just like,
So,
I was like, damn.
I think, and what's crazy is that it's so rare, but it's like almost useless. I think it doubles how fast. It's either experience or EV. Yeah, I thought it was EV gain. So it's like if you're a defensive type Pokemon and you want to raise its EVs, because you only have like 15 EVs to allocate total or something, like 30 or something like that total. So if you catch a defensive Pokemon, it has a clean slate. It has no EVs in any stat. So if you want to raise its defense, you go battle more defensive Pokemon. And the more defensive Pokemon you faint, for like every Pokemon you faint or every 6, you gain 1 EV stat in defense, which makes your defensive Pokemon even more defensive. So you have to be really into competitive in the first place. And Pokerush just makes you do that twice as fast. It's really strange.
Yeah, look, it would show up in your status as Pokerus, and it would spread from one Pokemon to your party over time. So I just remember seeing that and being like, fuck.
Yeah, well,
I was like, I have to cut this off now.
And I got it in Gen 2. And yeah, if you have it in your party, like what you want to do if you have one in your party is let it spread to your party if you want to train them at once. But you put a Pokemon with Pokerus in the box so you can save Pokerus, right? But I got it in Gen 2, and then you go up and you talk to the nurse, and Nurse Joy's like, oh my god, your Pokemon's fucking sick. It has Pokerus. And you're like, this is really bad, right?
Like, it's awful.
But it's fine.
Yeah, I've never heard of that before.
I thought Pokerus was bad, so I released the Pokemon I had when I saw. I feel like a couple kids probably did that.
Yeah, I can't blame you, dude. I was like, if my friend wasn't there to explain it, like, I was like, you set me up, you motherfucker. You just poisoned my team.
If you're playing the game normally, especially as a child, it literally does nothing because nobody's paying attention to EVs, right? So it's just, it literally doesn't do anything. But it's so weird because like if somebody could look up the odds, I'd feel more confident in this. But it's like 3 or 4 times as unlikely as a shiny. Like shinies are more likely than Pokerus by a bit, if I remember right.
Shit.
I've never seen this kind of tweet before. A good tweet.
Did you watch the Let Her Go video earlier, Dono?
No.
The Family Guy clip I linked it. Scroll up a little bit.
Oh yeah, I can watch that now, right?
Yeah. He's gonna laugh. Listen, he's gonna laugh.
That was a nice touch, making it as quiet as they did.
Fucking bang! Let her go.
It just fucking.
What do you
Also,
say?
Thunder, fucking, you are in your bag tonight, bro.
Don't.
What
Why the?
is that?
What the fuck
So
is that?
high. No, Thunder, I don't want to hear it, dude, because that's the shit that you sent me.
Okay,
all the time.
but Dotto, was that ass or nuts?
I think that was supposed to be ass.
Because it's
You
a
didn't
sack.
know? You didn't know?
What?
Didn't know whether or not it was ass or a sack?
Could you tell?
I'm pretty sure it's an ass.
No, I could not tell.
I'll post it again so we can double check.
No, we don't. do
Actually, yeah, run it back. I need a good look.
All right, real quick. Who's? Oh, it's.
Who's
Real
BB?
quick.
Yeah, go figure. No, that's an ass.
It is an ass.
Definitely.
That's an ass with some cellulite on it. That's no wrinkly nutsack though. That's for
That's why.
sure.
That's why. Somebody just tweeted that about like they said Westbrook in his bag tonight, and that was the image.
Oh my
shit's
God.
kinda funny.
That was me. I grabbed it. Did you see when I grabbed that image and it was a picture of JFK if he had lived to be really old.
Yeah.
That was
I
originally
saw that
said
thing.
Westbrook, like JFK if Westbrook was a shooter, but I put rhyme over it for when we play
Yeah,
Valor.
yeah. Holy shit.
Later, Michael Marcus, and have a good night. In Gen 3, Pokerus has a 3 in 65,536 chance, or approximately 1 in 21,800 chance. Yeah. And Shinies are 1 in 8,000. 8,000 some shit. So Pokerus is incredibly unlikely. Which is weird because it barely does anything. I must be the only motherfucker who's beaten different Pokemon games 5 times and never once encountered a single shiny that wasn't scripted. I've only encountered a couple like full real, like raw full odds shinies, and I've played through a lot of emulated games.
Yeah, no, it's
Pokemon, they definitely fucked up making the shiny rate as unlikely as it was, because you could play through Gen 2 and Gen 3 5 times a piece, and the odds are not in your favor to find a shiny.
yeah, no. I don't count when
Red
I play it
Gyarados.
emulated because I just encounter so many. Oh yeah, or that. But I don't count when I play on emulator because I do so much speed training that I'm just naturally running into more encounters. But in real playthroughs, I don't think I've seen all too many. Arceus I did, but
Yeah. I think I've got 7 in Arceus, but I hunted some of them, so.
I think shinies are better in the games where you can see shit too. Like Let's Go, I had a lot of fun looking for shinies.
Let's Go was a banger. I talked so much shit on Let's Go before it came out, because on paper it looked like dog shit, and then it came out, and I was like, okay, wait, they're having fun. And then I queued it up. I was like, this game's fucking great.
So I don't know why I enjoyed the shinies so much. Well, I do in Arceus too, but like when they pop up, I'm just like, oh shit.
For the rest of forever, Pokemon should have it to where like you see the Pokemon. It's like, oh, I want that one, and then you go battle it, or you avoid it, or it can run you down. Either way.
Yeah, that's just such a strong concept.
What is the most fun about Arceus is just being able to see all the different Pokemon ahead of time and know if you want to interact with them.
Yeah, and the different shit they could do in the like Abra being able to be a little bitch is a lot funnier in 3D than it is in 2D games.
Somebody in my chat said they saw a shiny Abra and they threw the Ultra Ball and missed, and it teleported. They said they put the game down after that. Yo, brother.
Yeah, I would have just stopped playing.
Friend of mine loved to play Pokemon hacks. One about being Toho instead of one being about Toho instead of Pokemon. I remember the first encounter of the game was a shiny and you couldn't catch it. I think the biggest troll is in Gen 3. Wally can find a shiny Ralts, and it stays a shiny Ralts the whole game. But if Wally finds a shiny Ralts, he throws a ball at it and he just catches it. And it's like, congrats, Wally has a shiny fucking Ralts.
So happy for you, Wally.
Congratulations. I killed a shiny in Arceus. BB, what fuck?
What?
Are you talking about the one that exploded, BB? I did see that Twitter clip. I think it was from BB.
I'll go to the bathroom real quick.
Fucking shiny Graveler just blew up.
Oh my god. I've yawned like 10 times in the past like 5 minutes. It's coming back. My 30 minutes is up.
What else is new, dude?
I need my 10,000 bells, dude. Till Thunder
Rapid,
pay up.
rapid fire, yeah. You know, it's a harsh but fair fee.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, 30 minutes of time for 10,000 bells. I think that's. I mean, that's a lot of hours of fishing for him. But listen.
Yeah, I mean,
Somehow he's
doesn't
got to
need
get
it.
the money together.
He's got them. He could have.
Yeah, he can afford it. Thunder's rolling in cash. He almost went into the rich room earlier today.
Yeah, that I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just really playing it fast and loose.
I'm done with this game. There are no fish out tonight. Like, none, dude. My island has never been this dry.
It's just sounds like you
just
actually
so-
went on a fishing trip in real life.
It's just genuinely so bad, dude. They're just oh. Never mind, it might be good.
Good night for fishing.
If this is a sea bass, I'm going to bed.
Hey, you know what they say, brother? Even the worst day of fishing is better than the best day of work.
It was a sea bass.
Oh.
Oh my god. No, it is not better than the. I mean, I guess it is better than the best day of Me Animal Crossing fishing cannot be my worst complaint of the day. Oh, another one. Alright, if it's an actual sea bass, I'm going to bed.
Phoebe, why do you know so many fishing signs?
You know, women want me, fish fear me. I want like a fishing dad hat, dude. I feel like that'd be so sick. One of those hats to say like she wants my rod, but it has like a fishing rod on it. I think that'd just be really funny. There's a hat that I saw. Where was it? It was somebody's vlog. They bought fishing hats, and the hat said, I'm out here because I hate my wife. And I was like, that is a funny hat, dude. But, like, that's a horrible hat to wear, but that is a funny hat just for.
I gotta see this steal my look.
Hold on.
Shot of that.
BB, come in here. What are you doing in the poor people room?
She's just
Why are you-
fucking expressing herself.
Letting people know, I guess.
No, I don't get why people like fishing trips.
Yeah.
My stepdad used to take us on fishing trips. First, we went to the Roaring River in Missouri, and then we went to Colorado a couple times. And like, Missouri was whatever. It was a campground. I was a kid. I was content. Colorado was cool because there were hiking trails nearby, and then like the scenery is just good. So I don't mind going out there. And like, I learned how to fly fish a little bit too, which is a whole different ball game. But it was mostly made okay because like you're just looking at the mountains and shit, which is very cool compared to where I normally live. So
Yeah, I guess all of my fishing experiences are just like I would have rather just been chilling than because
Well-
I guess it's like a mental thing because I focus if I'm fishing, then I really want to catch a fish. So I'm just so focused on paying attention.
yeah, so I went fishing with my dad a lot when I was younger, and like growing up the way I did, I was always like dying to play video games next. But Dad's like, "Hey, come on, son, we're going out fishing, whatever." So we'd go, but like, and the days when we would catch fish, it was fine, you know, had a good time. We both had a good time. We were killing it. The days when I would not catch a fish, I'd be like, "That was such a waste of a Saturday morning." I could have been playing 64, man. Like,
What a way.
Boney. Hi, BB.
Hey, I found my way from the poor people room and found my way over here, and I'm glad we're talking about fishing. I
We're
know
proud of
nothing
you.
about it.
Never fished before, BB.
Hi.
You
No,
said
no.
like a
I have never fished before in my life. Wait, have
Maybe
you
you must
guys all
know
gone
fishing
fishing
posters.
before?
Yeah, I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, what is the experience like? If you could explain what it's like to a non-fisher.
What
I
kind
don't
of
know, you
around
just randomly
doing
pick a
nothing.
fish out of
Okay.
the water and it stresses you out because you're clearly hurting it
Yes.
with the hook in its mouth, and that's just
Yeah.
a horrible.
what are
sight.
you fishing for?
I'm fishing for information here, Thunder.
So,
I'm genuinely curious.
You can fish for trout in the river. That's gonna be you can do
Oh,
fly
okay.
fishing. That's a whole different thing where you gotta like keep recasting because it's way up above your head. There's regular fishing where you're fishing for bass or crappie or sun perch or whatever. There's child fishing, which is where you have the bobber and then you usually put a
I'm
little
sorry,
worm on the
what?
end. And then when the bobber goes under the water, that's when you know how to jerk. That's usually what they do for
Child
children.
fishing?
That's usually what they do for
We're
children.
fishing for
Yeah,
child.
good. That's a good name for that, I guess.
Yeah, no.
It's usually you're not fishing for children. That's usually what they do for children, like so children can learn how to fish as they put bobbers on it and shit. And
Okay,
then
that
there's
makes sense.
ocean
I'm glad
fishing,
for
which is where you're
clarification.
then there's ocean fishing, which is where you're out, looking for shark or whatever the fuck.
I've always feared fishing for the reason that I always thought it would get caught in like someone's like face if I were to like mid throw it and then it gets caught in someone's face.
It does.
Well, it
does
definitely
happen.
happens. One time my stepdad cast back and it got caught in my thumb, but like
Hey.
deep to where I
Damn.
couldn't pull it out and he had to pull it out.
Jesus.
Hey, same Thunder. That happened exactly with me.
No
My dad
shit?
was like, watch this, and then he went for a cast, and I was just like, ah, fuck! And he fucking hooked my whole ass.
In my
hand.
case, I was standing somewhere I shouldn't have been, but yeah.
Maybe also me. Maybe I just trying to pass the blame off. But the important part was that I tried to pull it out, and I was just like, nah, like this is fucking bad.
So you just kept it in there.
No, he had to
hurt,
fucking like
yeah.
precision. pull it
Yeah,
out.
my
God.
mom wasn't around. I don't know if she was out getting groceries or whatever for the trip or whatever the
Mhm.
fuck. But yeah, he had to like just dig in and pull it out, and that shit hurt so bad. I don't think I have the
Oh my
scar anymore
God.
though. Somebody in chat said this whole time I thought fly fishing was fishing on a plane. No, you're dumb. But you could fish the way my brother wants to. I think he has once, but he wants to do it again. My brother is pretty solid with a bow and arrow. He wants to. Sometimes if you go out on big lakes and you get a fast moving boat, you drive by and the fish will kick up out of the water as you drive like near them because there's the pole or some shit makes them jump up out of the water, and he wants to pop one with a bow and arrow when it pops up out of the water because you tie a string to it. You tie a string to the end of the arrow, so you shoot arrow through the fish and then you just reel it in like that. It's badass, but it's fucking
Damn
really
near
difficult.
impossible.
Yeah.
The precision
way of-
you have to do something like that is insane.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like spear fishing is also really cool and weird. It's like you actually go in the water and you just throw spears
Spear
at fish.
fishing, I think, is pretty. See, I always like people who hunt on animals' levels. I think that is just such a respectful thing for me. Like, yeah, if you're gonna go on the fucking, if you're
Not
gonna
being
go
on
in
the
the water,
higher ground.
That's
if you're gonna kill fish, you better get in the water with that,
That
fish.
that's been my theory for years. If you're gonna hunt down a deer, you better be able to kill that deer with your bare hands or like a knife at most.
Well, see, like but I also like bow and arrow. I care a little.
Hey,
bit
Bird,
more.
thank you for
If
65
like,
motherfucking
kill
months. Appreciate
something
you.
with a gun and it cannot see you. Like that's
Get a shout out for
cool,
Bird. Do I have a
guess,
mod?
Right. But the real people are the ones who get down in the nitty gritty and actually like. If you're gonna kill like a mountain lion, like people do that for game or whatever, you do it with a bow and arrow. You don't do that shit with a gun
So
and then fucking be out of line. You need to be in distance with it, and it can kill you as much as you can kill it. That's fair game.
I get like deer, especially around here because deer are overpopulated and have no natural predators. I get like deer for meat or elk if you're going elk hunting, like sniping one from far away, whatever. I get that. If you're gonna go to like Africa to shoot an elephant or some shit,
You're just a dick, dude.
you should not. Yeah, like you should not be able to do that from 100 million feet out with a sniper rifle. Like you should
Yeah,
have to
no.
bare knuckle fist fight this thing,
That's
and
what
that's
I'm
You should have to
saying.
mount
Got to earn
only
it.
one of you is
Yeah,
walking
you-
out of there alive. Like
Yeah, you fight that thing. You fight that thing for the right to have that. Like, what the fuck you doing shooting that from that far away? And I get it because they're like, oh, well, we don't want the human to die. But
Hi,
I'm like,
Cat.
okay, yeah, but if you are gonna kill that animal has fair ground to kill you, and I'm not gonna feel bad if it happens either way.
Exactly.
Whatever happens, happens. If you get on fair ground with it, though, good for you.
That reminds me of like those times that people literally just go like hand to hand with kangaroos and you literally see them have a sock fest.
oh yeah, the video of that guy punching the kangaroo.
Oh, dude.
Because the
yeah,
kangaroo like puts
kangaroos-
his arms down. He's like, "What the fuck just happened to me?" Like, it's
And
just-
they'll literally sock you back.
You're
too.
wrong.
It's so funny.
Oh, yeah, I like that video.
we use a spear gun down here, but we dive at the same time, so throwing a spear underwater is impossible. Yeah, imagine you just fucking stab at it.
I think it's so cool.
Z the key. That sounds awful, man. Done that before. It's awesome. Besides that, I don't think I could. Oh yeah, the one other type of fishing I didn't mention is the illegal catfishing. And illegal catfishing is when you go into a pond or a riverbank and you find where catfish are nesting at, and you just stick your whole arm in there. And when you stick your whole arm in there, the catfish is gonna latch on and bite the fuck out of your arm. And when he does, you just pull the whole thing out, and then you
This
put the
is a
catfish in the
technique?
net.
Oh my god.
It's an illegal technique where I live, but it definitely gets done a lot, and it's how you catch big ass catfish.
Yeah, they just latch onto your arm. And
You
pull
will
your arm
bleed a
out.
lot. I don't know. He lives in Florida.
Holy shit. I mean, that's one
I
way to
didn't know
like
it was
rustle
illegal.
up with a fish.
It's illegal here. Noodling, yes, it's called noodling. It's illegal here. I don't know if it's illegal there or not.
Is it called noodling because your arms turn out like noodles after you're done?
I have no idea. I just know people bleed. My grandpa used to do it, but yeah, you fucking
God.
you bleed coming out of there because it's a big catfish just latching on with its weird little fish teeth.
I literally looked up this term and these fish look massive.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Yeah,
size of like a
biting your
human
arm.
torso.
Yeah, BB, your arm wouldn't work. They would need like half your body.
They would probably eat my
Yeah.
entire existence, dude. I'd be gone versus this catfish.
You have to move
Thunder-
your arm.
Hearing that noise from thunder makes me want like a soda.
Yeah, you sound like you
Like
like,
it like
great at
triggers
commercial.
my saliva effect in my mouth. Like I'm like Pavlov's dog, dude. I'm literally
Pavlov.
You
Pavlov's
got
dog, and I hear
conviction?
that noise, and I'm like, damn, I want like a cold.
Thunder does crack them like a
Coca-Cola.
fucking commercial sound effect for some
I-
reason.
Fucking no, my my stream started off specifically with a vanilla Coke crack in a can. That was my whole thing for like years, and I was
Okay.
like, hey, I'm not doing anything physical anymore, and also I'm becoming a fat shit. Maybe I should stop drinking soda. Because like at first I streamed like once or twice a week, so it was whatever. And then I started streaming every day, and it's like, hey, maybe knocking down a soda a day isn't that great for me, so I stopped.
Let's talk about it first. One, I just scared away the biggest fish ever, so that was an L. Two, vanilla Coke, best soda hands down. It's so good, dude.
Oh,
It
dude,
might be
vanilla
like
flavored
it's
anything.
just like go-to.
Mark Leo, noodling is not known as vor fishing. Don't spread that rumor. Secondly, did you ever have orange vanilla?
Yes, I didn't like it as much as
Okay.
regular vanilla Coke.
Okay, so vanilla Coke's still my favorite, but I liked orange vanilla a lot because, like, you know how Coca-Cola has that bite to it? But
Yeah.
vanilla Coke is really, really smooth, but, like, it doesn't have the bite. Orange vanilla still had vanilla in it, but it had the bite, I guess. So I actually fucked with orange vanilla a lot when it
I
was
think
out.
I could get that with like cherry vanilla.
Maybe. I don't remember the last time I had cherry vanilla.
Cherry vanilla I think is better than orange vanilla.
I remember cherry vanilla Pepsi, but Pepsi's fucking...
I just don't know why. Like I'm not a big soda person, but occasionally, man, I'll just be sitting down and I'm like, damn, a nice like cold vanilla Coke would just hit right now.
yeah,
Best
that's...
combos with vanilla Coke and a pizza. Easy.
I don't know what it is, because, like, I don't even like Dr. Pepper, but Dr. Pepper and movie theater popcorn is kind of my 1-2.
Yeah, that sounds really good too.
And then anytime I get Sonic, I'll either get a Coke or a Dr. Pepper to, like, go with the burger. But that's kind of it. I don't drink soda anymore unless I'm mixing it with alcohol, but that used to be my stuff.
For dinner tonight, because after I got off, I didn't really want to make anything. I made one of the best oatmeals. This is so childish because everyone always jokes me for eating this oatmeal. But have you ever seen the dinosaur egg oatmeal?
What?
I
Or-
feel like,
I've
Dotto, didn't
never
you
seen
share this
that.
one day? Or was this
Huh?
Cinna? Somebody shared this in a chat
Dinosaur
one day.
oatmeal?
Might have been me, dude.
And that was the only way I ever saw it.
Might have been me because yeah, dinosaur egg oatmeal I've been having for literally years. I will send it in the Discord right now. And it is one of my, for whatever reason, it's one of my favorite oatmeals. I love it so much, and I've been having it since I was like a young kid. And I'll switch over to other ones, but this one's like a weird guilty pleasure oatmeal that I really enjoy. Because the little dinosaur eggs, they melt.
Got little
dude.
dinosaur eggs.
Are they just sugar? What are the dinosaur eggs?
They're like little, yeah, they're like little sugar candy things that are in there, but it's not like candy. I don't know. They melt in with the oatmeal.
Cinna finishes this whole bowl of cereal, just walks out with a lot of energy.
Dude, I ate that for dinner tonight. I was
Holy
golden. I was like,
shit.
yeah, I don't really need a lot, so I'll just eat something light. And I opened up one of these bad boys, and it hit.
Oatmeal's really fucking good.
Something I've
I
been
love oatmeal.
craving in my diet phase is I have a thing of Fruity Pebbles up there, and I keep looking at it sideways, and I'm like, oh man, do I want a bowl of Fruity Pebbles for no fucking reason? I'm like not even hungry. It's like, I don't know.
That was like me
Yep.
today. I just
That was you
ate.
today?
Yeah. No, I was like, man, I want some Takis. And then I finished some Takis. And then I proceeded to open up another bag because I was like, wait, I have the different flavor. I have the blue Takis. So then I got that and then I found salsa. And it just kept going. And I was like,
you have the explosion Takis near you? The nacho cheese ones?
Yes. Yo, well,
Oh,
I
wait a
don't
minute.
think
They
I
sell
have
you
those
in this-
ones, but
They
I
sell
don't eat that one. But yes,
They sell those in your store right now?
the explosion ones, yeah.
Because they just came back and they're not in my stores, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Bring
It's the
them
red
back.
ones, right?
No. It's the orange bag.
Is it not the red one? Hold
It's
on. let me
not the
see.
red one. No. They're-
My chat's debating grits right now. Chat, I saw Moon's chat argue over this for like 30 minutes, like a couple months ago.
grits?
Should grits be savory or sweet?
I like savory
Sweet.
grits. It's
Oh
just-
Jesus, fuck.
I was against sweet grits personally. That was kind of my stance.
Uh,
I have not had that many grits in my life, but I was against the idea of sweet grits. That was weird to me.
I'm used to like southern grits with like shrimp and grits or like any of the dinner type of grits and stuff like that. And then any of the breakfast ones are always cheese and butter down here.
Yeah.
And that's
You'll-
like a really southern thing. So
You'll have to get Dotto some grits, see what he thinks about them someday.
no.
Oh,
Why are we restricting Dotto
No.
from getting grits?
I know, BB.
If
Bad.
Our
if Sid
friendship
ever
is
gives Dotto
over.
grits, they have to stop being friends. It's part of their pact. They signed a contract.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dotto, I'm sorry about that. That sounds
Oh, I'm sorry.
unfortunate.
Yeah, it's all good.
Missing out some good things in life there.
Well, I can still have them. It's just that Cinna can't give them to me.
Then I just can't give
No,
them
will
to
you
you.
try them without me giving them to you?
Maybe.
I told you the other day, Cinna's gonna buy you a birthday cake one year, and I'm gonna sneak grits inside the birthday cake like it's a prison.
I bet
Dot-
he just removes the bottom of the cake and cuts it
But
out.
he's just gonna cut into the
puts them up
cake and just like the middle half of it is gonna be grits. He's like, "Oh my God, Cinna, bye."
I just really want that to happen when I eat it because I've never had grits. I'll just be like, "What the fuck is this cake?" And then I would be like, "That's grits." Just-
So
I'm
now
like-
you're confused if it's gonna be
I'm
you
just
know,
like,
cake
oh,
or
no.
grits.
I'll just drop my fork so you get the nice sound effect,
Tink, tink in slow mo. Tink, tink,
and then I
tink,
leave
tink,
to the
tink.
airport.
It's grits.
Where'd Dotto go? Cinna goes back from the bathroom. Where'd Dotto go? And then we just kind of give
Yeah,
her a
you-
look. Oh no.
I'm gonna be watching all of Otto's meals, and like every time I see a bite that resembles grits a little, I'm gonna smack it out of his hand very dramatically, like it's poison.
I've only ever had sweet grits, so I don't know about the savory ones. I had a friend that I would come visit their house, and they would always have it, and their mom would make it for me, and it was sweeter.
What did they put in it? Do you remember?
I remember their butter, but it's been a long time. I think this was over like 10
Butter,
years
brown
ago.
sugar. And
I was gonna say brown
Yeah.
sugar seems like the go-to, but
The sugar, brown sugar stuff.
See, that's like my oatmeal pod is brown sugar and honey and everything like that. My grits, if I go grits, I'm going like cheesy, buttery grits. Oh my gosh.
I don't understand what grits
add-
are.
Add a little bit. Dotto, just try them.
It's just fucking crazy hearing people talk about grits. And
Dotto, you've had like 7 foods.
Dotto, yeah, Dotto, you've literally had like 7 foods. I don't want to hear it.
I just
Did
don't
you-
understand how you
Thunder,
can.
did you
like-
hear
Dotto,
the
do you
other night say he
photosynthesize?
not had teriyaki chicken?
Yes, that's when because he said it. Hey, he hadn't had teriyaki chicken, and then I literally asked
What
Dotto,
on
which of
earth?
the 7 foods you've had is your favorite?
What was so
'Cause
funny?
it's like-
What was so funny is his chat was on his side. Listen, don't be mean to him. And when they heard that, they were like, "Okay, no, I understand her issue. I understand." her
I am
issue."
a small white boy from Kansas, and it's blowing my mind that I've had more food than Dotto has because like
Somebody
he
said
lives near
Dotto.
the seafood, and I don't, and he's never had
Somebody said
seafood. Like
Dotto, you eat alligator. I had alligator once, and that was purely for the curiosity of it all.
Okay, you're not curious about trying literally any other food that exists.
Sure,
in the
no,
area?
I am, but it just not. They're never to the degree of alligator.
Like,
you were just really curious about alligator.
grits, bro. I know.
Yes, because in my mind I was thinking like this is the only time I've ever seen alligator as a food option. And then my
is he-
second thought was like, if I eat an alligator, that's just like really fucking cool. I know it tastes
Yeah.
bad.
That's what I think when I when I think eating alligator.
Man, this
Well,
guy's
I
eating
felt
some
like-
alligators in his life.
Yeah, just like exactly like I'll die having eaten alligator. So I've already like got a one up on them, even though I didn't kill the thing or whatever. But like, fuck you, dude.
I've had alligator.
Yeah, see.
definitely not on my list of foods.
I've had the opportunity to have alligator. I don't remember if I've ever actually eaten it or not. If I did, it would have been when I was way younger. I want to, though.
I just like that chat just backed me up on that because I was really sitting there like, man, they were giving me so much shit. Like, man, how are you gonna just shame Dotto for not trying these foods? Until he said teriyaki chicken.
Like, who the fuck hasn't had teriyaki chicken? Even like knockoff fake shit.
I literally made teriyaki chicken tonight too.
Just I've never had.
Okay, chat. Anybody from like Louisiana? Okay. I hear about people having alligator, like not semi-frequently, but like I've heard of it a few times. I have not ever heard of people having crocodile. Is there a difference? Like I know there's a difference between alligator and crocodile, but like has anybody ever actually eaten both and like, yeah, this definitely tastes like this? That's just me, because maybe because one of them saltwater, and saltwater just wouldn't work. I don't know. I think it's tenderness.
You guys know the difference between the alligator and the crocodile, right?
You can see the difference in like their mouth mostly.
Oh,
like the way their nose is.
I was gonna say, I think the one clear distinguishment that I know is that after a while, I'll see the crocodile, but it's only later that I'll see the alligator.
Kick her from the call.
Oh my God, BB. BB. BB.
I knew she was leaving.
When you said the first line, I laughed and I was like, I wonder if she meant to do that.
Yeah, that is truly how you can tell the difference, chat. If it's been a while, you're definitely seeing the crocodile. But if it's just later, it's the alligator. I promise.
Chat, never again ask me why I drink.
Wouldn't a while then also constitute as later? Because there is the phrase a little while later, so then am I seeing both?
Brother,
No,
this guy is an
this guy
engineer.
stinks.
Someone said I was supporting Dotto till he suggested Steakums.
Oh,
Were you around for that argument, Thunder?
Oh, that shit was wild. The food truck thing? All right.
I would
Thunder.
outsell your food.
Dotto told
You would
Dotto
not
told
do.
Cinna last night, hey chat, well not Cinna, but like he said, hey chat, here's a tip. Buy the Red Baron pizzas. That was his whole fucking tip. Buy the Red Baron pizzas.
When you say it like that, okay, hold on. I was very tired and I felt.
No,
people need
you
to
were
know how-
hitting it home though. You said chat the Red Baron pizza, and then Cinna agreed. She's like, yeah, those are great. It's like,
Yeah, people need to know how good those things are.
Okay, no, but that was funny. Because he really laid it in like it was a real secret tip. But the thing is Dotto tried to say yesterday, did you hear the food truck thing, Thunder?
maybe barely. I was in and out a lot last
I
night.
said we should open a food truck. I didn't know what I would sell, right? And one of my things I said is I said, man, Dotto and I always talk about the blooming onions from Outback. So what if you take like the blooming onions and you stuff them with like different things? Have you seen that done before? It's really cool.
I feel like
Anyways,
I've heard
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
yeah, anyways, so that'd be really cool because you can do a bunch of different things on top of blooming onions and they just act in place of chips, right? Or
Uh-huh.
like anything easy. I turn to Dotto, I say, all right, well, you have to make a food item. This man first says upside down ice cream cone, to which his chat says no. They say
Like
they're
you
not
hold the
upside
ice
down.
cream cone?
No,
Or you
no,
hold the
so
ice
here-
cream and the cone's on top?
See,
And
this
the
is
cone's
why
on
I would.
top.
This is why I would outsell Cinna so easily, Cinna.
No, you would not,
Look at
dude. No,
these
you would
two.
not.
I'm imagining
fell
holding the
for it.
ice cream and the cone is on the top. Like, what are you
Yeah,
trying to
this is
sell?
Look
literally
at, they,
it, huh?
look at
No,
how
it's
quick. Look at how quick they fell for it, Cinna. They would have bought one to see what it was.
No, I would not have bought one because I would have
No.
thought I was holding fucking
here-
ice cream.
So here's the trick, right? It's an upside down ice cream cone, but it's just ice cream in a bowl and a cone on top. So I give it to him.
That's
and by
fucking
the-
stupid.
By the time they say it's stupid, I already have their money.
I would not buy one to find out because I'm like, this motherfucker's gonna put the ice cream in my hand. I'm not doing that.
All right, well, how would you ask me? I'm at the food. I'm in the food truck. Ask me like you're curious about it. Ask me.
I don't think I care enough. like, hey,
Yeah,
fucko, do you really put the ice cream in my hand?
What are you gonna bust my balls? Buy one to find out, dude. What the
I'm
hell?
not doing that. That's fucking dumb. That's a stupid idea.
Come on, buddy. It's only a couple bucks.
I'm leaving. No, I leave after that.
So wait, then it gets
$3
worse
find out.
because then his chat is like, you have to like cook something. Like you can't just flip ice cream upside down. So this man goes, okay, fine, I'll just sell steakums and ice cream. He's gonna have an upside down ice cream and fucking steakums. And that's it.
Yeah, and I like how it started as like a co-op business venture for me and Cinna. And then she said, you have to make something in the food truck. So I said I'd make the dessert and I'd make upside down ice cream. She said, you can't do that. That's dumb. So I said, I guess I could make steakums then.
No, I
And
said
then-
you can. It's dumb. It's just dumb. It's just
Dude,
then
what dessert?
immediate-
Like sell funnel
and then,
cake or some shit.
Immediately from there, it was no longer a co-op business venture. It was, I had to get my own food truck and Cinna had her own food truck.
Yeah.
Hey,
And then-
Dotto,
This is
I'm
my
sorry,
idea and you're
I-
fucking
I-
dumb, Dotto.
yeah,
No,
I
got
don't
it.
want to go into business with somebody who's selling ice cream upside down on a fucking bowl and some fucking steakums, dude. I'm not going into business.
You're
with
defeating the
that.
purpose and giving them a bowl. You're just polluting the earth. Just give them an ice cream cone.
No, because it's then it wouldn't be upside down.
That's
Okay,
the whole
okay, what if-
reason.
Hypothetically, to save on the environment, you just did 2 ice cream cones, one on the bottom, one on top.
Ooh.
Then would that technically be upside down anymore?
That's an ice
We-
cream
we would
double
have to-
cone.
we would have to call it something else, yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be upside down anymore.
I would call it
The ice cream instead.
Ice cream enigma.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
The undiscoverable ice cream
The
enigma.
enigma of ice cream.
Sometimes I think back and I remember how much I laughed when you decided to name that film
Yeah, when I'm way too many
Undiscoverable
drinks
enigma.
deep, and they're like, "What should we call our movie?" And I just pull undiscoverable enigma out of my ass.
Undiscoverable Enigma.
What is that?
Dotto, Thunder, and I were on a call one night, and we spent, which you can find it on Thunder's channel.
I was drunkenly playing TFT while they were talking about movies in the background, like them making a movie.
We were literally making a movie about a potato cat that goes on a
Ooh.
journey for its